Hi, this is Gazer. So today I got something new, but it's actually not something that's newly released. This is something that released almost 7-8 years ago. And there's a couple of them, but we're gonna start with this one. This is something that I always wanted it, but just never had a chance to get it. When they first released, I saw them at Foot Lockers and they were sitting, but at the time I wasn't collecting sneakers and I didn't think I would be wearing this, so I didn't get it. Now I regret it because I had to pay extra. So the retail price is $119.99, so $120. Got it a lot higher than that, so too bad, but I'm glad I was able to find this in my size. So this is the old Under Armour box. It's like a standard one before the Curry stuff. And if you see this sticker, if you're a sneakerhead, you probably know where it came from. And this is the pair. So just in case you're not familiar with this is one of their first basketball shoes from Under Armour. I believe they did a remake recently. Didn't really look much like this one. But as you can see, it's not just the Armour Anatomix, this is the Steph and Curry version. So before Curry had his own signature model, he was wearing a couple different things. One of them was this one. I think this is more iconic too. I remember seeing him wearing this more than the other one. What was it? The Clutch Fit Drive. I did have a couple of them too in the past, but I don't have them anymore and I regret getting rid of them. I'm not even sure what this nickname is, but it's definitely a Warriors colorway. Maybe a way, since it's mostly blue. So it has multi-layer. This part is like rubber, kind of like Curry 2, rubberish texture. And there's a lot of molding here too. Can see here. And if you notice, this part kind of reminds me of another Curry 1, I believe, has something similar to this design right here. This edge part. So this shiny part, they're all molded rubber. So there's a lot of detail right here too. And this goes throughout the upper. And there's a lot of cutout right here, same as the toe box. And it has a mesh. And underneath the mesh, there's another cutout with yellow panel. And this part feels like a different type of fabric. At least this one has more texture. So if you look at it closely, I think this is same type of rubber as this one, but they poured it on top of this mesh. And right here, this rubber piece right here makes it look like it's shadow. So it brings a lot of dimensions to the design and the shoes. If it didn't have all these colors, it would look pretty plain. So these cutout and having different texture really helps bringing out the design a little bit better. Under Armour logo on the heel. So this part too, if you look at it closely, it has mesh inside this rubber piece. And this heel or the collar part, if you look at it closely, this part has mesh too. So I think they just fuse it into it. And on the top part, right here, there's another molding with a little bit of cutout too. On the heel, molding was cut out, just a black panel, and then the mesh on the upper side, mesh on the upper part. Same rubber piece. And there's a panel line here. I think this is the only panel line for this model. So they stitch right here. But other than that, I think it's made in a single piece fabric. A lot of details out here too. This is the inner side. And more molding and cutout. And this mesh part is pretty soft. And this cutout, the eyelet, is just a cutout. So you can see some of the paint chipping, like right here. Same thing here. And there's also some molding right here too. So there's a lot of detail to this sneaker. And if you notice, this is not the Curry logo that they use right now. It's pretty plain, just a simple font. And this is pretty much just his PE model. It's not really his model yet. Nothing special inside, just a lining. This part is pretty high. It's similar to Curry 2. I believe Curry 2 had a pretty high cut too, but it definitely didn't have this angle. But I personally like the way that they cut down right here and have an opening, so it's easier on the feet or the leg. And let's look at the outsole. Just like the upper, there's a lot of panels and textures. And the mid part, this yellow tiger type of pattern goes to the bottom too, or at least it's shown through, and blue. Mostly herringbone, and some panel has different molding, but majority of them are herringbone. And this area, the midsection, there's no direct contact area, so you can see it's in the, if you do stand, it's raised right here. Very typical of Curry's, or maybe it's just the Under Armour thing that you just never use this part and make it lightweight by not having an outsole here. The midsole, there's a little bit of molding, but it's a little bit hard to see because this has a pattern. Oh, I didn't even know that they had this logo right here. This is my size, but this is pretty old, so I'm not sure how often I'll wear this. If I do wear it, it's because I'll get another pair, maybe a used one, just so that I don't feel guilty damaging this. So I definitely need to double this up in the future. Definitely want a good pickup. Definitely pay too much for it. but it will definitely stay with me for a very long time. So please let me know how you feel about this series, doing some old sneaker review. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to press the like button. Appreciate your support, and see you next time.